After the Battle of Lexington and Concord, the British retreated back to Boston. However, the militia, who were usually only called into action for short periods of time, did not disband immediately. Over 10,000 of them stationed themselves around Boston, putting the city under siege. However, keeping a militia on active duty away from their homes for months on end was not a feasible solution. The colonies needed something more permanent. On May 3rd, Dr. Joseph Warren, president of the Massachusetts Provincial Congress, wrote to the recently convened Second Continental Congress, imploring them of the necessity of an American army. There was a natural fear among the colonies of an army with unchecked authority evolving into a tyrannical force. This is why Massachusetts men like Joseph Warren and John Adams were adamant that any standing military should be under the direct authority of the Continental Congress. New Englanders argued that the struggle in Boston was not just a local affair, but the cause of America. But many members of the Continental Congress were hesitant to commit their colonies to war with Britain. Reconciliation with Britain and declaring independence were both under discussion. However, despite the apparent deadlock in Congress, they still agreed to aid the forces in Massachusetts and encouraged the other colonies to send support as well. But the deliberations would not take long. Realizing the necessity of a standing army and wanting to bring unity to the colonies, the Continental Congress created the Continental Army on June 14th. The next day, George Washington was named Commander-in-Chief. And though it wasn't officially established until 15 years later, this day is recognized as the birth of the United States Army.